YouTube. Like and subscribe. Now. S-Fan, when are we building furniture? When are we going to watch football? I want to play football. I've learned a lot about football recently, and I want to share my knowledge. Come over for football Thursday sometime? Ooh, when? What time? I can't today, but I can next week, probably. Thursday? You dumb... What time, S-Fan? What time on Thursdays? You have like 2 IQ. What? 7 p.m. Okay. Yeah, maybe next Thursday I'll stream in the daytime too then, and then I can come over. That'd be cool. Oh wait, is next week Thanksgiving? Because I will be gone for Thanksgiving. When is Thanksgiving? Oh, I will not be here. Never mind. S-Fan, it's never gonna happen. Okay, back to LA. So, Cutie went to urgent care. My last day there. I chilled at the house. I took a little nap. I went to... I took an Uber at night to go record the Lightweights podcast with Joe and Ilya. And... see, everybody's Monka-Wing because Ubers are so scary for me because it's a man that I don't know picking me up in a car and I'm willingly getting in and allowing him to drive me. It's just Ubers are scary, right? But I got in the Uber and it's a girl. Like she was 27 and my size. I talked to her. We had an hour-long ride. I talked to her the entire hour. I never speak in Ubers. I don't know how you guys carry yourself in an Uber. I get in. I have them say my name. I say, yep, that's right. And then I shut down. I do not say a word. Unless they ask me a question. And then I'll like respond, kind of. But I do not speak. I talked to her the whole hour ride. It was insane. She was so cool. I told her about what I did. She's obsessed with Hassan. Course, she was like, girl, he's so fine. Every time I see anything about him online, he becomes more fine. And I was like, he cannot keep getting away with it, I swear. But no, she actually really likes Hassan because she really likes H3H3. So she's like, yeah, I didn't know who he was, but then he started doing stuff with H3H3. And so I started liking him and I was like, oh, okay. And then we were talking about like men, or talking about like, because I told her, I was like, honestly, I get scared getting in Ubers, once maybe a couple times a month. Are you not scared being an Uber driver and like picking up men all the time in LA? Like, is that fucked up? And she's like, yeah, it's really fucked up. She's like, I get hit on all the time. Like, I've had to have people get out of my car. People are always saying shit, always hitting on me. It's like pretty sketchy. And I asked her what the worst one was. And she said that there's this guy that she picked up and she did like a 30-minute ride with him and had a really good conversation with him. And at the end, after the ride, he found her on Facebook and would like message her on Facebook. And he left her an $80 tip. So she responded the first time and she was like, thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. Like, hope you're good, right? But then he kept messaging her. And then she told him, like, it got to the point where she told him, like, stop talking to me. Like, I'm reporting you to Uber. Like, what the fuck does that do? I don't know. But she was like, stop talking to me. Like, I'm not okay with you messaging me anymore. So he started making new accounts on Uber, like on the app, like with new email, new name, new profile picture. And then he requests her in LA. So she'll pull up somewhere and it'll be him. And she has to like book it, like take off. And she's reported him to Uber, but they're not like, they can't do anything. Isn't that crazy? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, apparently you can request drivers. I didn't know that. But she said that a lot of women request her, like a lot of women that have had her, like she does really well on Uber. She doesn't have another job because every woman that she picks up, they have a conversation about, oh my God, S-Fan. They have a conversation about how excited they are that she's a girl and she's driving them. And she teaches all the girls how to request her as a driver. So there are a bunch of girls in LA who know her and will request her on Uber, and she'll come pick them up. So she like always has rides, which is honestly pretty sick. But yeah, she told me that, which is crazy. And I was like, you probably don't have a gun because we're in California. What do you got? Like, what you got in here? And she was like, well, I have a stun gun. And I was like, where is it? And she was like, it's in my center console. And I was like, great. Anything else? And she said, no. And she was like, I can report somebody in the app. And I was like, oh, how? And she shows me with the app that's sitting there on her dash, like sitting there. I'm in the back seat, right? Because it's an Uber. And she's like, oh, yep, you just go here, and then you click report. And it's this big fucking blue button. And I was like, that is not going to work. Like, that is not going to work. It took like 5 clicks. And I'm sitting in the back seat watching you report me. Like, that is so bad. There's got to be something else that you can do. And so we talked about like self-defense shit and whatever. And I'm really hoping that she buys some stuff. I don't know. I gave her a lot of money to buy things. Thank you for the 8 months. She needs a taser. She needs a gun. She needs a knife. She needs a fucking life alert. I don't know. But she was great. She was really cool. And then that Uber took me to do the podcast. I did Lightweight's podcast, which is actually, I don't think they've posted a YouTube video yet, but they posted the audio. Okay. Well, Lightweight's podcast is Ilya Fetty and Joe Vulpes. I think I'm saying his last name right. I hope I am. These guys. Wow. These guys. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I have these alerts too. They were very nice. It was really cool. David Dobrik friends? Right. We did not talk about David Dobrik at all. Actually, I walked in there and I was like, oh my God, you're David Dobrik's friend. No. No, I did their podcast. It was really good. They were super nice. Sammy brought a Harris hawk and a snake. So we flew a Harris hawk in their little studio, and brought the snake in there. And I talked to them a lot about Alveus, a lot about what I do with my platform, talked about conservation a little bit, and introduced them to the animals, and it was really good. Yeah, the audio's, it's like a 25-minute podcast or something. I don't know, we recorded for an hour. So he edits quick. Dude, Joe has 2 podcasts. Joe is this one. This one. Joe has 2 podcasts. He has the podcast with Ilya here, and then he has Male Models podcast with Josh Peck. And he records 4 podcasts a week, 2 for lightweights and then 2 for male models. And he edits all of them. And he got this out in like 2-3 days. He's nuts. And he vlogs. And he makes YouTube videos. I don't know how he does all that. Wait, from Drake and Josh? Yeah. Look. Male Models podcast. Oh, no. That was really dumb that I did that. But it was this. It's fine. You can look at this. This is their podcast. And they just started it. Like, they just did their first couple episodes. So, pretty sick. Pretty sick.
We got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friend just got down. I revived him. Now we're heading southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Park Street. Look at the map. Go to the mark sheet.